Alright, everyone. Welcome again to another episode of the Team-Stirr Show, aka Stewart Talk, aka Porges in the Bunker, aka to all you haters, whatever you want to call it. Welcome back again, my people. Welcome, guys. I am your host, Brother Daniel from Local 177. God bless you all. God bless America. God bless this union and every working man and woman that's out there. God bless you all. There's going to be pretty much off the cuff, whatever little nuggets I wrote down just to get this out. But I wanted to talk about the new change in our operations that we have lately. But let me get the particulars out of the way. Let me get the CY8 out, and then we can get started. The facts, dates, and events presented in this video are from the members' best recollection and may not be fully accurate. This video is intended for entertainment purposes only. Always consult your local union about your rights and duties at your workplace. The opinions shared on this video are my own, Daniel Porges, and do not necessarily represent employers' positions, strategies, and opinions, or if you shared or protected under the National Labor Relations Act. So, welcome again, guys. Welcome again. Thank you for always coming and sharing. But, okay, easy. We got haters in the house. We got some of the haters in the house, but everyone calm down. So, today I want to talk about Lytx, because this is becoming a problem. Lytx, how do you spell it? Lytx. These are the cameras that are now in our tractors. Hold on, before I forget, this video is being recorded. Today is August the 25th. I'm going to post it as soon as I'm done recording. But back to the program. Lytx. Lytx are the cameras that are on the vehicles where it records the outsides. It says it doesn't record inside, but you get alerts of, distracted, whatever it says. But this has become now a problem in my eyes as I start to see it. Lately, a lot of guys are being brought in the office because of the stuff that the Lytx is catching, and it's becoming an everyday thing. It's almost an everyday occurrence, and with certain guys, it's more than often. And guys are getting upset. They're getting really, really aggravated. How did we get here? I don't know. Our union negotiated this. Our local negotiated this. Multiple people were behind the allowing of us going into the office to explain this stuff. And so let me get into it a little further. Lytx, what is called coaching, that's the umbrella they hide their harassment under. They hide it under coaching/training. You'll find the language of it, Article 6, Section 6. It's on page 21 in your contract. Everyone, please read it. I'm not going to read it out loud, but everyone, please read it. So as you start to read it, myself and a couple of other people notice that there's nothing in here that says about the everyday operation. It says to the same during intergrad or the 30-day probationary period for people who are being trained. Now, intergrad. Intergrad is, someone needs to explain that. Because from my understanding, there's some type of intense training that goes on. So what is it? Are we in training every day now? I'm not going to put words in anybody's mouth because I'm still waiting for the explanation. Now, the person who's part of negotiating all parts of our contract locally and who represents us, on the national, I text them because I saw guys are starting to become upset. A person filed a grievance for it. And I was asking, how did we get here? Please explain to me, why is this going on every day? Why is this going on so often? And how did this become a part of our everyday operation? This absolutely makes no sense, because when you read Article 6, there's nothing that says that you have to, that this is part of the everyday operation. And the person's response to me, crickets. Nothing. Not a response, not a phone call. And so we got a union meeting coming up November 2nd, Sunday the 2nd. So if I go to the union meeting and I make my voice heard, and of course I either embarrass them or piss them off, they get so personal. They get so upset. Why can't you talk to me on the side? Talk to them on the side. This talk to the side nonsense, right? And then what happens? Nothing. Because I did that. I gave them the opportunity to explain this to me. And why would he text me back? Why would he call me back? Because there's no rational explanation for why this is going on every day. At least in our section in Edison. And guys are getting extremely agitated. So what does our famous leaders say? What do they say? What do our great leaders say? They say, oh, well, they can't discipline you. They can't discipline you. They can't discipline you. Okay, so we go in there every day, and it's bad enough the job is hard enough. Now we got a camera that's constantly watching everything we do and dictating what we do. And so now it's okay because they can't discipline you. And the thing that they keep forgetting to put after they say they can't discipline you, they forget to add the word yet. They forget to add the word yet, because there's something coming after that. Believe me, these visits in the office and this Lytx nonsense isn't there just for safety, what they want to call safety. I remember the time when we first got anything that looked like a camera in a tractor. These Betix, I think they're Bendix or Betix, sensors, they're slash cameras. They were kind of like that. There was the first appearing of it in the newer tractors. And I remember when one of the guys from the hall went down to the shop when he started hearing about it, he looked into it. And he made sure that it wasn't a camera, and he assured everyone, before a camera ever goes into a tractor, it has to be negotiated. Has to be negotiated. Has to be negotiated. Right? So here it is. Now we got cameras. Who negotiated? They'll turn around. They'll blame Sean O'Brien. Shame on him. This is one of the big mistakes he made by allowing this to get into the contract. But if this is the national, from my understanding of things, and I'm just, this is an opinion here. This isn't fact right now. From what I do know is, how do we know that, okay, he put that in there, but the locals, they negotiated on their own? Because I know the guy that I did test, he had some conversation with the higher management as far as no discipline. Because that's what he mentioned to me the first time he mentioned to me about these cameras. There's no discipline. And when he spoke to the person he was speaking to, he let that person know, the higher management person, that there's no discipline. Okay, so what was the rest of the conversation? What did you allow them to do? Did you allow them to have this everyday, AKA coaching? Was that brought up? Well, yeah, you can have a person go in the. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. That they had this conversation. Well, and the company says, well, how about, just for safety purposes, we're going to have our guys just coach them, just go over it. And I wouldn't be surprised if that actually happened. If that actually happened and our leader said, yeah, sure. Because it's only for training purposes, right? No, you're not going to harass nobody. You're not going to use this later on, right? And I'm telling you, it's getting terrible. So the union meeting is on the 2nd. You guys, everyone that keeps asking me, well, Daniel, what happens if, they keep bringing me in, going in and coaching. And then what if I do get into an accident? Can they be used against me? I don't know, dude. I don't know. You got to ask the people that negotiated it. And they can't turn around and say and blame Sean O'Brien because, okay, what the hell were you doing when this stuff was negotiated with Sean O'Brien? You have to have some input in this. There has to be something that the locals involved with as far as this is concerned. And guys, the future is terrible for us. It really is. You got 2 more people leaving. Not like, it is what it is. I won't disparage them. They did their time. I'm not, this is what I am going to say. This isn't better than when they got it. Okay? As they leave, it's not better. It's worse. It's absolutely worse. And it's getting worse. It's turning into a dumpster fire. But people want to go to the union meetings and they want to be about, cookies and donuts and coffee and 3 more years. You guys are the greatest. We love you. Ba, 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 ba. Hot dogs and beers and sodas. Instead of getting down to business. Instead of saying, how did we get this? Why is this coming? Why is this here? Give us more explanation. And listen, I tried the other channel. I tried to ask someone to enlighten me, give me more education in this. They won't return my call. They acknowledge that they received my text. They acknowledge it because someone else called people at the hall and they had a discussion about it, and they were like, yeah, we got Borges' text about such and such thing and yada yada yada. But not a phone call to me. Not anything. Not even a response. Just tell me. Basically, what's going to happen, you file a grievance for harassment on this. Hall ain't doing nothing. I'm going to do nothing about it. That's basically their position. They're not going to do nothing. At least that's what I'm hearing. Because no one will call me and tell me directly. No, there's nothing we could do about it. So right now, if you file a grievance on it and you feel it's excessive, it's overly... Listen, harassment is a subjective thing. Okay, it's subjective. I can't tell you if you feel harassed. I can't tell you that you're not aggravated. I can't tell you that you're upset that you're having to go in there all the time. These guys up there, they lost absolute total reality of what goes on here every day. So we can be criticized and go into the office every day and be criticized and critiqued for every stupid little thing that camera picks up. But if we go to the union hall and we question something on the financial report, or we question anything that's been negotiated, or we question anything publicly that makes them look bad, they take it so personal. So personal. I'm such a bad, evil person because I'm calling them out on stuff. And I'm asking questions. I'm making them look bad. I don't make them look like the great heroes that everybody wants them to be. And it's enough already. You guys, you younger, new guys, your future's being sold out. I'm telling you right now. Your future's being sold out as more bad negotiations go on. For the now, they're giving away the future. Okay? What's next? Our pension credits, is that going to change? How much more of our benefits are we going to keep changing as we put in less money and we divert money from what's supposed to go into the healthcare? We keep diverting part of it because it's well funded and it's taken care of. We're going to keep putting in less to put into the pension, use that money to go into the pension so that it could look like we're getting raises when we are, but it's coming from our health care. It's not because you guys negotiate, because you can't. I remember our president. He's leaving. He said it. Companies aren't giving pensions anymore. They're not negotiating pensions anymore. So why are you there if you can't even get the company to negotiate a pension and get us real increases that don't involve money that come out of our health care? Why? This is what it is, guys. This is what it is. This is the reality. If you're honest about it and you tell people this is how it is and this is the strategy and this is how we go about it and how we get this, that's one thing. But you're not. You make it seem like it's nothing else. We fought for you. It's like when you negotiate the contract. The company asked for this and we said no. The company asked for this and we said no. The company asked for this and we said no. Okay, tell me what the company did ask for and you said yes to. That's what's really important. That's what we want to know. Like our sick days, how we paid for an extra day. We paid half of it with the hour that they took away from us when we used to get 9 hours a day, 9 hours a sick day. We get 8. And then they said, okay, we'll give you an extra. The company only forfeited 4 days. Oh, because it cost the company so much money? What the hell do you care about that? The company makes billions and you feel bad for them? Yeah, I mean, dude. This is what it is, you guys. I'm sorry on my rant. This is the end of our show for now. But listen, November 2nd, next week, is our... I know. Thank you, guys. Thank you. November 2nd, next week. Next Sunday, should be next Sunday, is the union meeting. Let me make sure I look at the calendar. Should be November 2nd. Sunday, November 2nd. Should be November 2nd. Go to the meeting and ask these questions, guys. You guys know that I'll be there and I do it, but just there's things that can't happen right now. It can't happen right now. Guys, step up and ask a question. And when they turn around and they tell you, yeah, could we talk to you on the side about this later on? No. Let everybody hear what the BS you're going to sell us. Because they're just going to sell you BS. And if no one, says anything and whatever, no one asks the question, then I don't know what to tell you. Because you can't ask me. I can't do anything more than I've already have. I've asked the questions. They don't want to answer. So ask them in a public forum. Very simple. How and why? Of course, they're not going to really be honest about it, but who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. But outside of that, everybody have a blessed night. Have a blessed weekend. Rest of your weekend. Everyone be safe out there. Hopefully, we'll eventually have a State of the Union, video of where we are. I kind of talked about it where we are right now. It's not great. It's getting worse. But other than that, guys, just be safe out there. Do the best you can. And, we just keep hanging in there. Guys, exercise your right. Exercise your right to file grievances. Exercise your right to uphold the contract. Don't be afraid to exercise your rights. Don't. But outside of that, guys, have a blessed night. God bless America. God bless this union. God bless every hard-working man and woman that's out there. And I really mean that, because now it's really hard. It's real. The labor movement is terrible. But we need God to, step in and help us, because the rich keep getting richer and we keep getting screwed. So outside of that, guys, have a blessed night, blessed week, and talk to you guys soon. Good night.